Hello, and assalamualaikum everyone who's here already. Thank you for coming. Just gonna probably give another few minutes. Can you just let me know in the chat that you can hear me?
Hello, Sophia, it's Nusrat speaking. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good, yeah. Sorry, it's a bit rushed to log on. I was out and I just rushed in to log on, so.
Yeah, that's all right. No worries. We haven't started, so yeah, thank you.
How are you today?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, this is a fantastic thing you're doing here, mashallah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have grown-up children, and I did a parenting course before my children hit teenage.
Yeah.
And it saved my life, I think.
Oh, thank you. Would love to hear all about that.
Yes, it's wonderful. I'm really, I didn't, hopefully I'm sure I'll get lots out of it. So inshallah.
Okay. So why did you join today? What did you, what
like I said,
hoping to get out of it?
Well, I think because I did the other parenting course and I thought it was fantastic.
Yes.
And I think in any part of your life, there's always an opportunity to learn.
Yes.
And my children are now grown up, but I still feel like I sometimes need good parenting advice.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping whatever I learn out of it will be fantastic.
Yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Well, we all stay parents and children all our life. That's what I've realized.
Exactly. Inshallah. Yeah. Sorry, I haven't had a chance to sign on to the course. Can I do that after this conference?
Yes, definitely. The discount is here till this evening midnight. So yeah.
Good.
Inshallah,
yeah. Sorry.
to join.
My apologies. I meant to, but
no, that's all great. Yeah, I'm really happy you're here, and thank you for sharing your story. And I'd love to hear more about it. And yeah, looking forward to getting to know you on the course as well. Inshallah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get started. So I'm just gonna mute you if that's okay. Okay, there you go. Quite a few people here, so inshallah we'll get started. Thank you for being here, and yeah, this is the sort of final presentation for. Did I press record? Sorry. Oh yeah, it's recording. The final presentation for this launch of the effortless parenting course. So yeah, what I want to share today is basically the outline of what we will cover in the course. How will it benefit you? What are the topics? Who is it for? It's because the course is for parents, like I just said, it's to support the parents through their journey. So it really doesn't matter how old your children are, because the principles are, it's based on universal principles, so it's not specific to any age or any problems or any situations you're in. It's about me supporting the parents through their own journey of parenting, and how they can strengthen themselves, and yeah, how we can strengthen ourselves and be the parents we want to be for our children that are in any age or in any category or in any journey, any part of their life, really. So just a quick thing about the title, effortless parenting. By effortless parenting, I don't mean physical effort. There'll always be physical effort in our life, and especially when you have young children, there's all the physical efforts we go through. But what I wish for every parent to have in terms of effortless parenting is that mentally we go through a lot of stress and struggles and fears and concerns, and these are all the efforts I would like for everyone to drop. I would like to make it more stress-free and fear-free, and just flow more freely. Just make parenting just help you enjoy your parenting experience, enjoy it, and be here right now for your children, rather than worrying about what's going to happen in the future or what's happened in the past, but to make the best of what you have in the here and the now, and making really parenting effortless in that way. So just a quick cover of the modules. So I'll go into more details into each of these modules in a minute. So module 1 will be parenting from the inside out, which is what all my teachings and courses are based on. Psychological understanding and law of the inside out, and I will explain a little bit in a minute and also go into details in the course. Second module is how do we get to guilt-free disciplining or correcting our children. How do we get out of the expectation trap? Discover why parents live on Saturn and children on Jupiter. So it's all about how we live in separate realities. How to be your child heroes, and become their beloved for life. And a surprise bonus module. So just a quick introduction about me. I live in Reading with my husband and 3 children. So 2 years ago, I discovered this inside out paradigm and have been studying it and having seen the implications in my own life for the last 2 years, and it's really transformed my whole life, all my relationships with my parents, my husband, my children, my siblings, my friends, all of it. And the biggest part that came out from all this development and studying and realizing the inside out paradigm is how effortless my parenting became in terms of mental effort. So after seeing that, I really became more and more passionate about this, and I decided to train myself to become a coach, and have been doing that since. And my mission in life has become to at least have reach one parent in every household, and so one parent at a time. That's my mission now, to share this, to make them into an effortless parent. So module 1, parenting from the inside out. So the inside out, also known as the 3 principle, is based on the first law of psychology, which was co-discovered and founded by Sydney Banks and Keith Blevins. I will go into more details in the course, but what understanding this law of psychology does for us, it opens our innate wisdom within us and allows us to make our own best decisions according to the decisions we need to make. So it's not about, it doesn't become about technique or learning this or learning that or taking on other people's belief systems in order to make the best choices for us as parents, for our children in our lives. But it's about opening up that inner wisdom you already have inside of you to make the best decisions for yourself. And knowing that using the logic of the inside out paradigm, it will show you that your children never have, never will, and never can cause your feelings, which allows you to drop a lot of the emotional baggage that comes with raising children. And by the end of this module, my aim is for everyone to hopefully see and have the insights around that you can be completely free of the need to convince our children that in order for you to be okay, they have to be okay. And obviously we will go into details of that, but the outcome is that you want to be in a place where you can just be there for your children without having any emotional expectations from them. And to also experience real empathy from a place of purely being there for your child without any other agendas. And also by the end of this module, I'd love for everyone to be able to act with complete self-control that make your parenting interactions guilt-free and effortless. So that's module 1. Obviously we'll go into a lot of details in that, and I will share loads of practical examples with you, but bearing in mind this is an insightful understanding, so I will do my best to bring across the whatever I know, and I really hope that, inshallah, your own inner wisdom will open up towards this. Module 2 will be about guilt-free discipline. How do we eliminate going down there I told you so process, and if you did that, if you did this, then we wouldn't be in this mess. So how do we get out of these patterns we fall into and then feel guilty about afterwards? I love this quote from Rumi. It says, raise your words and not your voice. It's rainfall that causes flowers to grow, not thunder. So a lot of times we don't know what to do when children are not listening, and we fall back to certain techniques, but we will discuss how do we use our words in better ways to create that guilt-free discipline. There will be some techniques or repetitive systems we can put in place to make disciplining or correcting our children much easier from the beginning. Rather than being in a reactive mode, we want to be in a proactive mode, so have systems in place that help us to deal with the same situations we have to deal with over and over again in a consistent and effective way. And we will keep on referring back to where do our feelings actually come from, which is what the inside out paradigm is, and be able to drop the illusion that our kids can make us mad, and so have the freedom from that. And also be covering like what is discipline or correcting our children actually, what is it? Is it for our sake? Is it for their sake? So we'll look at the clear boundaries and lines. So these will be some of the outcomes of module 2, but there will be many, many more. Module 3, the expectation trap. Drop the emotional expectation that your child can control your feelings, moods, and states. So the biggest thing with expectations is we expect someone to do something in a certain way so that we can feel a certain way. But once we know that doesn't matter what the other person does, they cannot actually cause our feelings, or they cannot put a feeling inside of us by doing something or doing any action or not doing something, then it just drops a lot of weight off our shoulders, and we can come out of this expectation trap. Create a clear line, what are real expectations and what are not, and change the relationship with your child and not the child themselves. So we can also drop that expectation. Yes, we want to bring up our children with the best of characters, but certain things we want to change about our children that bother us, but it's actually not something that is going to harm them, or it might be something that cannot be changed because it's out of our control. So so we'll work on changing the relationship with our children rather than our children themselves. And enjoy the journey, let the journey flow of raising your children, rather than us having all these future fears of what's going to happen, how will things turn out, but being in the here and now and enjoying the journey. So coming out with expectation trap will allow us to enjoy this journey. How do we tell the truth even when you're really scared, and how to do that? That would be one of the outcomes. And why saying don't do that or stop that repeatedly to our children creates negative thought patterns and for life. And how do we avoid these, and what do we say instead? So this will be all covered in module 3. Module 4 is all about how we live on different planets. It's one of the implications of the paradigm, of the inside out paradigm, that realizing that we all live in thought created realities, which can also be referred to as separate realities, or many of you might have heard of the book called Women Are from Venus and Men Are from Mars, or something like that. And it's basically the idea, or the reality, not an idea, it's the reality that we do all live on different planets. We all have our own ideas, our own thinking around stuff. We see the world from our own perspective. And the more we realize this, the easier it is to get along with your children or anybody else in that instant. And how to keep the communication going between the planets, because we only know about the other person's world as much as they tell us, or as much as we try to find out. But if we don't know what's going on in our children's worlds, then we might not be able to help them or be there for them in the best way possible. So having this understanding allows us to know that, okay, we have to communicate, we have to find out, otherwise nobody can do mind reading. So it allows us to drop that sort of expectation as well. So knowing this deeply will give you flexibility and real empathetic understanding of each family member, friend, colleague, etc. for life. Stop the need to change the other person. Once we know that they live in their own world and we live in our own world, and there's nothing really much, there's nothing much we can do about changing Saturn or Jupiter into a different planet. They are what they are the way God created them. So why do we always see the need to change our children or change others in certain ways? So we'll go into more details on that. And just become more open about the other person's world, be more curious, get to know them, what's really going on inside. And lastly, be interested in the other person and not interesting. We don't, be interested in what's going on in your children's life, and not trying to be interesting for them. It's quite enough if we take a lot of interest in their world, and that opens up many different possibilities. How to be a child hero is the module 5. Once we go deeper into the inside out paradigm and we realize that all our emotions, moods, and anger, sadness, happiness, whatever it is not actually depends on our children, our partners, or anybody else in that sense, we can become really quite accessible, become emotionally accessible for our children. We can welcome them back with open arms if we know that they never caused our anger in the first place, and we become really, really quite more accessible to them. And that's how you start becoming their beloved and start becoming their hero, because they know whatever they've done, whatever's happened, they can always come to you, and you will do your best to welcome them with open arms. Silence, yeah, to be able to do that, we also need to look at silencing our own inner voice that keeps on telling us how we're not good enough and how we can't be somebody's beloved, or how can I be my child's hero? So we need to look at silencing that voice we have in our own head that condemns us, and also not creating that voice in our children's head in the first place. That's one of the outcomes. Letting go of the innocent trap that if they will listen to me, then everything would be okay. If they would just listen to me, then everything will be perfect. But that's not how it works. So we'll go into more details into that. Yeah, and create a long life connection that's not based on outward behavior, but on mutual respect. And that's the 5 modules, and then there will be one more bonus module, which be a surprise module. Just quickly about why did I create the course? Had been lots of people asking, and I thought I wanted to put something together that actually really creates some results in people's lives, and it's not just some theory or some techniques, but it's a real based on a real understanding that is transformational. And I've experienced it myself, and many of my clients have as well. So this is what I want for everyone. So this is the reason I created this course. And yeah, just a few questions about what would it be to you to finally enjoy peaceful, loving relationships with your children that really feel effortless instead of feeling like such hard work. How much time, energy, and effort would it save you each day if you never had to have another pointless, draining argument with your child or family? Would it be valuable to have a simple, insightful training that will put the passion back in your parenting? And this is what the aims of the course are, to make it effortless, to put the passion back into it, to put the love, to just take out all these other overthinking we do around parenting, and the stress and the fear, and that gets us stuck in a sort of cycle. So we want to have a loving, happy, harmonious home. I've been through a lot of training myself, and I paid 10K to get one-to-one coaching to deepen the understanding of the inside out, which healed, as I mentioned before, all my relationships. Firstly, it was with my mom, then with my husband, and it upgraded my parenting like hundreds folds. I thought I was doing okay as a parent before, but after going through the training, it was just such a huge upgrade. And my children noticed it, and I noticed it, and alhamdulillah, it's really healed and transformed all my relationships in my life. And I went through the training firstly to heal myself, and now I want to pass on this knowledge to as many people as possible. It contains pretty much everything I've learned, and I really wish that I can reach as many parents as I can. Just a quick feedback from some of my students that have been working with me for a while. Muna said, I can connect with my children without making it about how I want things to be, but how things are, and taking it one step at a time. it's not the situation or the circumstance that guide my reactions anymore. I know that whatever I feel is coming from my thoughts, and I can choose how to react. Another one said, I felt so uplifting, and your insights regarding facilitating the environment for our children's insight was so very clear. So it's about, it's not only that you will benefit from your own insights, but once you realize how our mind works, you will also be able to facilitate this for your children, and you learning it will give you the ability to pass it on to your children too, and that's quite amazing. For just to let you know about the pricings, and I've added quite a few bonus offers as well. To have lifetime access to this transformational training, everybody who signs up will get all the recordings to keep for life. The few bonuses I've added is I have some previous training on just the inside out paradigm and the implications of it, so I will include that in the course. Throughout the course you will have email support, so anytime you have any questions you can email me, and I'll do my best to answer them, or we can then discuss them in the next session that's coming up. And I've also added a super duper offer with this, because sometimes because this will obviously, the course will be taught in a group, so sometimes people find it difficult to share everything in a group. So I've added 3 one-to-one coaching sessions for everyone who signs up today during the six weeks, worth £397 just on their own. And that will allow you to, throughout the 6 weeks, you have 3 sessions which you can book with me, and we can have a private one-to-one session where you can discuss anything that you don't want to share in the group, or anyway you can have, there'd be very powerful one-to-one sessions just dedicated to anything you want to talk about and resolve or understand in a deeper way. So until midnight tonight is £97 for the course, for the 6-week course, including the bonuses. You can join here at coachsafia.com/join. So like I said, it's offered till the 13th. So if you're watching the recording today, 13th of Sunday, then you have till midnight to take advantage of this offer. And as I said, all the bonuses will be included in that. After that, the price will go up to $297, and I don't know, I'm not sure if I will include these bonuses in that price. This is only a special launch price I'm doing at the moment. Just a quick to let you know about the schedule. So all the sessions will be live sessions with plenty of time for Q&A and coaching. So there'll be plenty of time for everyone to ask questions and get everything sorted, whatever they want to sort. The sessions will be held every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to about 2:30 p.m. And obviously, if you can't attend live, you will receive the recording, and you can then ask your questions via email or book the one-to-one session with me. The start date is 23rd September, and it will run every Wednesday till 4th November. 4th November will be the 6th and last session. Now I'm happy to take any questions regarding the course. Let me just come out of here. Thank you so much for being here. You could, I don't think you can unmute yourself, but if you just let me know in the chat, and then I can unmute you if you have any questions. regarding the course, or yeah, I just put the link in the chat as well. Okay, if there are no questions, but then yeah, whoever's watching on the 13th, or then the offer is valid till tonight. And I will see everyone who's already signed up in the course. I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, anybody who like any other questions can send me an email, and I will get back to you today. And yeah, or yeah, anybody has any other logistical issues, or anybody would like to split up the payments. I had some questions about that, so I'm happy to be flexible. Just shoot me an email, and I'll get back to you, and we can work something out. I mean, I want this course to be as accessible as possible to everyone, and please don't hesitate, yeah, to contact me, and we can work something out. I don't want finances to be a barrier to anybody joining this course. So yeah, please feel free to yes, all the sessions are on Zoom, and yeah, the one-to-one sessions as well. Yes, I did not make that clear, but yeah, all sessions are online as yeah. Personal sessions might not be possible because of location and anything like that. So yeah, all one-to-one sessions are on Zoom, and all the live teaching sessions are on Zoom too. Yeah, thank you for asking that. So that is clear for everyone. Any other? Thank you for all your kind comments, and really looking forward to seeing you all on the course, inshallah. Take care for now. Bye. Bye.